Hey bells and boys, okay, yes, I know I've been gone for a minute, but now I'm back with the jump off. I'm here now, let's talk. So I get a lot of questions about like what is the surgery like, of course, because people are curious. They want to know like what happens. Can you eat regular food? How much can you eat? How long does it take to get back to eating regular food? So I decided to break up the first 6 months of post-op into 2 segments. I'm going to do the first 3 months and then the next 3 months, so 6 months total. So I have my trusty weight loss Bible right here with me, because I don't remember all this stuff. I'm just gonna be honest, I don't remember a lot of it, but of course, when I don't know anything, I refer to my Bible, which is my weight loss nutrition guide that pretty much everybody gets, no matter where you go, whenever you're having surgery, if you have it here in the States. I don't know about, you know, Mexico, because I didn't go to Mexico, so I'm not sure, but stuff like this you can pretty much find anywhere, like on weight loss groups, online, probably on Google, stuff like that. So people always ask me, what do you eat for the first 3 months after surgery? And I tell you that it's like a relearning process. So after you get cut up on the table, at least for me, I can't speak for everybody else, but so right after surgery, you're on a 2-week full liquid diet. That means you are drinking all your nutrition. How freaking yummy. Except now, you know, being on the post-op side of it as opposed to pre-op, where you had your regular stomach and you were hungry all the time, you're really not hungry, and the first month or 2 it's really uncomfortable to eat or drink, should I say, because your stomach has just been cut out. So it doesn't feel normal. You can definitely feel it. I felt it going from mouth to throat to wherever, lower intestines, and to the wherever it goes, I felt it. And which sounds so weird, like, you know, they give you little medicine cups to drink your liquids. And I tell you, that 1 little ounce, honey, was a struggle. It was a struggle to get those little ounces in, but you have to do it because you're not on, you know, the IV fluids anymore, so you have to get in your fluids, you know, to stay hydrated, and also to drink your protein. So let me refer back to my Bible, honey, because I don't really remember all of this stuff. So for me, I was on a 2-week liquid diet after surgery, so post-op. Let's see, you are going to at least be consuming about 3 cups of high protein full liquid meals, and plus, you know, 3 cups or 24 ounces of regular liquids. So I always tell people that's their goal. I just did the best that I could. I didn't feel bad when I didn't get all 48 ounces of whatever and 24 ounces of whatever. I just did what I could, because again, it hurt. Like, it hurt, and I don't want to be uncomfortable. So that consisted of what you could eat, at least for me, going by my little Bible. So I could have sugar-free clear liquids, which is like water, decaf coffee, unsweet tea, decaf, sugar-free popsicles, sugar-free, like those drink packets that you can put in, like Crystal Light or Crush, they make a good one, Hawaiian Punch, like those are all sugar free, so I can add those to my water. I can have the Gatorade 2 or the Powerade Zero, which is what I still drink. So those are all kind of like clear liquids, so I can have all of that yumminess plus non-fat milk. I don't like milk, so that's not a plus for me. Soy milk. I can have fat-free plain vanilla yogurt, as long as it was sugar-free, of course. No fruits, no seeds, no skins, nothing like in the yogurt. Like, so none of those like Yoplait yogurts that are like the bomb.com, but they have so much sugar in them. Couldn't have none of those. Greek yogurt, you know, again, plain vanilla, nothing, none of the little crunchy bits that Chobani likes to add in on the side, none of those. This is always my favorite. Thin cream of wheat. I'm sorry, I'm from the South, so I like my cream of wheat dressed, honey. It needs to be fully dressed. Don't come out the house half ready. I need my grits. Those two. But my cream of wheat to have like, you know, sugar and like, I like mine with raisins. I know that's weird, but I like my cream of wheat with raisins and a little butter. Couldn't have none of that. Just regular old cream of wheat made with water. And I could add the little Splenda packets to make it a little sweeter, but yeah. So I can have all of those yumminess, and plus you're trying to get in your protein, so you're still drinking your protein shakes that are like, at this point you're completely over them because they're so sweet and you've had nothing but sweet for like, what, 4 weeks now, so you're over that. So it was a struggle. I did the best that I could. I would set a timer. I would take my phone and literally set a timer for every hour for the first couple of days to remind myself that, okay, my hour's up, I need to go drink these liquids. So yeah, so that's the first 2 weeks for me on mine, according to my surgeon. So I had a 2-week pre-op diet, which was all of this stuff, and then a 2-week post-op diet, which is all this stuff. So after you have cleared the first 14 days of surgery, and by now you're really ready to eat food in your mind because your stomach is still not ready. And I can attest to that. I kind of tested my sleeve. I call her, him, her. I don't even know what gender my sleeve is. I call him Teflon because I tested him out. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not gonna tell you what I did because I don't want anybody to follow what I did and be like, I follow Wit and Wit said this, because Wit ain't say shh. Okay. So for the next 14 days, so after the clear diet, you can go to the bariatric puree phase, which is basically where you put shit in a blender and puree it. But I ain't talking about like those little nice little fruit smoothies you was drinking before, because that was good. And they had, you know, the fruits in them with a little spinach, maybe a little almond milk, a little ice, throw in there, and you blend, and you drink them. No, I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about using a food processor to like blend up your soup, because you can't have chunks in your soup. Or if you want to have meat, I mean, if you want a little tuna, you know, you have to put the tuna in a blender, and I'm not sure how that tastes because I never did it. That's a little weird for me. Just for me, from my personal standpoint, I can't blenderize no tuna, no chicken, no beef. I can't do it. I can't do it, okay? So that consists of, you know, same kind of thing with your fluids. You're trying to, you know, every stage they at least want you to maintain or up your fluids. This one they want you to maintain those fluids. So you still have to do the 48 ounces of fluids. And for females, according to my surgeon, they want you to get 60 to 80 grams of protein at this stage. So you're eating 3 pureed meals a day. I know that sounds so fun, but at this point you're like, I don't want to eat food. I don't want it. And so what I could have at this point was like so yummy. So all those things that I mentioned before, except now you can have lean beef, pork, or fish. Of course, that has to be blenderized or pureed, or like baby food, which is so yummy, which is why babies spit that shit out. Skinless chicken or turkey, again, blenderized or pureed. Water packed tuna or salmon, again, blenderized or pureed. You can have Baby Bell cheese, so that was a plus. I did like cheese at this point because I was like, you know, I want a little extra flavor. Again, you can have plain yogurt, no fruits, no seeds, no skins, all of that still applies. You can have low fat or like 1% cottage cheese, which is cool. A soft scrambled egg. Let me tell you about this egg thing though. Be careful. I know everybody's stomach and everybody's body is different. Yes, I get that. In my mind, I was craving a scrambled egg. You know, you put the egg in the pan, like you don't scramble it before you put it in the pan. I was in my mind, I was ready for this egg. You crack it open in the pan. You put a little bit of that fat-free, low-fat, 1% cottage cheese up in there because, you know, that's like the milk part of it. So you don't have to add the milk to your eggs because I can't eat eggs without milk unless I'm eating it this way. So you put the cottage cheese in, and then you scramble it in the pan. So now you're mixing the cottage cheese with the egg, and you let that cook, and you put a little cheese on top because now I can have cheese. Oh my God. My brain was like, yes, honey, we're about to tear this egg up. Ask me, did I go over well? Like, I ate it, but my stomach was like bubble gut city. Not like I had to poop or anything, but it was just like, I don't know if my stomach liked this. So I didn't really eat eggs too much at this stage, even though I really could. Honestly, I'm gonna tell you what I did at this phase. Like I said, I tested my sleeve. Don't do what I do. Do as I say do, okay? What I did was, I was craving soups. So I would go get like some wonton, the wonton egg soup or whatever from like the Chinese restaurant. I would take that, eat that. But I wouldn't eat the wonton stuff or whatever in it. I would just put the little hot sauce. I like hot sauce in my soup, swag. Put that in my soup, eat that. Or I would go to Panera Bread and get, not the broccoli. Did I used to get broccoli? Broccoli and cheese. I would bring that home, or the low fat chicken noodle soup, which is, it was heaven sent. When I tell you I smashed, so I would get the cup portion because they have a nice ratio of soup to broth, and that's what you really need. So I would take that, put it in the blender. Now that I did put in the blender, and that was the best thing ever. Like, it was epic. It tasted so good. And then sometimes, you know, of course I would add a little hot sauce because why not? Hot sauce is amazing. So I'm telling you, 2 weeks. So now you are a smooth month out of surgery, and of course your mind is like, girl, where is the food? We is hungry. Feed us. This is when you can move on to the soft stage. So soft is a little different from puree. Soft is, hey guys, so of course this video